The Pink Panther suddenly found himself weighing 220 pounds. He was terrified by his appearance and rushed home immediately. He locked all the food in the refrigerator into a cabinet, smashed the key, and threw it away. Next, the Pink Panther started exercising, but collapsed on the floor after 5 seconds. However, images of all kinds of desserts kept flashing through his mind. Even with his eyes covered, they still appeared irresistible. The Pink Panther grabbed an axe and was about to chop at the food cabinet when he suddenly thought of his 220-pound weight and regained his senses at once. The hungry Pink Panther tried to watch TV to pass the time, but every channel was showing delicious food. Enraged, he smashed the remote control and covered the TV. Suddenly, a scent wafted through the air. A sliced sausage vendor was blowing the aroma into the Pink Panther's house. The Pink Panther lost his mind and rushed to the sausage stand immediately. Soon, the vendor handed him a hot dog, but at that moment, he thought of the 220 pounds again, shook his head firmly, and turned to leave. After a while, he saw Daffy Duck turn into a hot dog, so he ran back to the stand only for the vendor to make a new hot dog. Once again, he thought of the 220 pounds and walked away. The idea of the hot dog lingered in his mind, and he kept going back and forth like this many times. Finally, the vendor had had enough and taught the Pink Panther a lesson. He could only eat a bean-based fat loss meal. When he poked it, the beans flew out and were eaten by a mouse. The Pink Panther ran over to scold the mouse, but just then, a waiter came over and asked him to pay the bill. Looking at the $22 bill, the angry Pink Panther refused to pay. The next second, a whistle blew, and the Pink Panther was being chased by security guards. He happened to walk past a scale, stepped on it, and it showed he only weighed 75 pounds. He thought the security chase had made him lose weight, so he treated the security guards to a big meal.